Good morning, students. Welcome back to Moral Science class. In the last class, we have learned about what are the different things girls and boys think, and I have told you that God has made us all unique, and God has created the environment, girl, a boy, and there is no difference in the behavior of means there is no difference in the girl and a boy, and the celebration of the birthday of a girl or a boy, and I have told you that the expectations about a girl's behavior and also the expectations of a boy's behavior changes according to the boy or a girl, and according a society has given some restrictions about the behavior of a girl and about the behavior of a boy, and there are certain jobs which are given for a boy and a girl. Now continuing with our lesson. Society tends to assign certain duties and abilities to boys and girls. Girls are considered to be interested in clothes and in dressing up well. Girls in general take interest in helping in the housework and are good with children. They are believed to be weak, soft, and tend to cry easily. Society or society thinks that, or we think that, usually we think that girls are happy, girls will be happy, or girls are interested in clothing, that is variety of dresses, and in makeup things, or dressing well. And girls intake in means girls take interest in household work, or playing with the other children, or helping your father or mother at home, all these things. And if we also think that girls are very weak, soft, where they are very soft in nature, and they, if anything happens immediately, they tend to cry very easily. But for boys, see, boys on the other hand are said to be rough and tough and do not cry easily. They are physically strong and may get into fights. Boys play with toys like cars, guns, etc. Whereas girls play with dolls, boys help in repairing things at home and like to go out for games. See, boys, like girls, they said that they are soft and tend to cry very easily, but boys are very rough and tough. They fight with the other boys very fastly, means they are very hard. Next, they fight with the others very easily, and they are physically strong. Next, boys play with toys, cars, guns, and some toys which are interested for fighting things. But girls play with toys, doll houses, and everything. And boys help in repairing the household things, or they help their father in washing something, or the girls help in the household work. So these are the differences that of boys and girls. Next, depending on the various interests and abilities, boys and girls are attributed certain adjectives, means depending on the interests of the boys and girls and the abilities of the boys and girls, they are restricted, they are given some jobs which they are interested in. Next, accordingly girls may be gentle, tender, delicate, peace loving, weak, sensitive, dependent, etc. Means according to girls, they are very gentle, means very kind, tender means very soft, delicate also soft, peace loving, they are interested in peace. They actually do not fight with others very easily. Next, weak, they feel that they are very weak in the inner feeling of the girls, they think that they are very weak. Next, sensitive, independent, etc. Means girls are sensitive in nature and also dependent upon others for some activities. And boys may be described as rough, tough, bold, strong, hard hearted, clumsy, independent, etc. Means boys are very rough, tough, bold, means every time they try to prove themselves correct, and next they try to quarrel with others, they argue with others, all these things boys do. And they think that they are independent for everything, they are not dependent upon any others. Next, you can think of other adjectives that are usually attributed to boys and girls of your age. Do you mean they are appropriate? Do you think all these things which the differences between girls and boys which they have given are correct or not? Appropriate means correct or not. Next, why are girls and boys assigned different jobs and attributed different adjectives? Are boys and girls really different? What makes a boy different from a girl? They are asking you a question. Are the jobs given to nowadays given to a boys and girls because their girls are soft, tender, and uh, dependent upon the others, or boys are strong, next tough, bold, and they are independent? Are the jobs which are given to the boys and girls are for their future or for their um, uh, different things given to them, works given to them are correct or not, and what is your feeling? They're asking you a question for you. Next, these are differences indeed. Physically, girls are different from boys. There are mental and psychological differences too. See, the physical appearances of girls are different from boys. Same wise, the psychological feelings, psychological thinking are also different between boys and girls. The difference becomes clear as they grow up. The differences of the boys and the girls, either in physical way or in the psychological way, as the children grow, as the boys and girls grow up, they become very clear. Next, just think of your parents. Your mother is much different from your father. Means they are telling that your mother is very much different from your father. Means your mothers try to mm, understand everything, whatever you say. They try to help you in your troubles, in your difficulties. Fathers, they try to help you, but first they means mothers first they listen what you say, but fathers also listen what you say, but they are going, mothers, they are going to give the positive and negative appearances of the things which you are going to do. So they are, the thinking of mother and father is different. Means the psychological thinking of your mother and father is different. Your fathers try to help you in a um, way that which you are going to which is better for you. Next, your elder brother is different from your elder sister. Not only they are different in physical appearances, but also they behave differently. See, somebody sometimes in your house, if you are having a elder brother or elder sister, if you are having both, your elder sister shares things with you, but your elder brother, he sometimes fights with you. Why you have taken my things? Why you have touched my things, like this? Otherwise, if your elder sister, uh, if she fights also, after some time she thinks and she comes to you and she gives it to you. So the differences, thinking differences are different for each and every one. Next, not only they are different in physical appearances, but also they behave differently emotionally. Also they are different emotionally. Also their father, your father, mother, your elder sister, brother are different to each other, because your brother, big brother, or are a little bit um you can see that they are hard hearted, they are rough, but your sister is a gentle, sensitive towards you, maybe. So they the emotionally attachment with you to of your brother and sister is also different. Their temperaments vary too. Means the psychological, the physical attachment or the psychological attachment is also different. But despite of these differences, they complete and cooperate with one another. In spite of all these differences, your family, your father, mother, your brother, sister, everyone cooperate with each other. They help you in each and everything. They uh, guide you in each and everything for what is good and what is bad. Next, God has created us as a male and female. God has a purpose in creating us so. See, every human being have a purpose of coming to this world. Everyone is unique. Everyone is having a goal. Everyone has to reach that goal, and everyone has a duty to complete. The one who has came to this world has a duty to complete. Because of that only God has sent us to this world. Next, human beings having the prestige to join God in continuing the world of creation. For this, we must respect each other with a difference of our sexes. We share in God's life and image. Men and women, boys and girls are all equal before God. We Everyone are equal before God, because we all are God's creations. God has created us for a purpose. God has sent us to this world for a purpose. Some goal is set for us. We have to reach that goal. We have to reach God. So we all are same before God. We are all are equal before God. Next, we must be happy to be what we are. He made us to be. Means we must be happy, whether if we are a girl or a boy, we should be happy with what we are having, with what we are, everything. Means God has thought something of us, then only He has sent us to this world. So we should be happy with what we are having. We must understand and accept our roles in this world as a men and women, as boys and girls. Means God has created us for some purpose, so we should be happy, we should be grateful to Him, we should thank God for everything, and we should try to reach our goal, and we should fulfill our purpose coming to this world. So, with this we have completed our first lesson, that is, you are different.